Hey everyone, welcome back to week 4. And this is the last week of branding class. So, if you guys made it to the last week, give yourself a pat on the back because you made it. Okay, I'm going to check audio because it said that I didn't have audio. So, let me check. Pat on the back because all right, we're good. How's everyone doing? It is Wednesday. I call Wednesdays winning Wednesdays because when I come on here, I'm ready for you guys to win. So I hope you guys are taking the information that I've been giving you these last 3 weeks. I hope you guys have an understanding of what a winning brand looks like. And if you don't, make sure you go back on my live, my first week, and catch up. Like, we are winning in 2025. I don't want to hear any excuses on why you don't have the information because I'm literally providing the information for you. I'm not going to hold your hands unless you book a mentorship with me or business coaching, but I'm not going to hold your hand. You have to be willing to put in the work. And if you say you're serious about really leveling up, let's level up together. And if not, then it's okay too. Everybody is not called to do this work. So, this week we're going to talk about brand authority. So, before I get started, I want to introduce myself. If you're new on the live, if you're new on my YouTube channel, or you new to my community, make sure you comment down below. If you're catching a replay, say hashtag replay. So I know who's actually taking the information, right? But for the ones that's new, my name is Latasha Shelton. I am the founder and CEO of Boss Life Global, where we help aspiring entrepreneurs properly transition from the 9 to 5 grind and get into entrepreneurship. So it's 3 things that we focus on. We focus on personal development, business development, and I help you build a brand or a lasting brand. So if you're someone that don't know anything about entrepreneurship and you need the information, I am that girl for you. If you're someone that is stuck and you say, hey, Tasha, I started a business, but I don't know how to brand myself. I don't know how to get myself out there. I don't know how to scale. I am that girl for you. And if you're someone that say, listen, I'm just here for the information. I'm here to get the information so that I know what I need to do when it's time for me to quit my 9 to 5 job. I'm that girl for you. I'm that girl for everything. So make sure you guys is taking the information and applying it to your life and in your business. Okay. So yes, this is our last week of branding class. I'm super excited. Okay. Next month we're going into a different topic. I had someone reach out to me and ask, hey, Tasha, how do I catch the replays? I am actually about to drop a banner at the bottom. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Boss Life Global. I am one video behind, so I need to catch up. I was sick last week, so if you was on my live last week, I was going through it, baby, and I'm still going through it. I just got the hospital. But I'm here and I'm showing up, and I don't want to tell you my sob story, but I'm here and I'm showing up, right, with a smile on my face because if I'm not going to let anything stop me or pull me back from what God have called me to be and be a service to you guys. So anyways, we're going to get straight into class, okay? So we're talking about brand authority. So what is a brand authority, okay? So I'm going to give you the political correct definition of a brand authority, right? The level of credibility and the trust your brand has in its industry or niche. It's earned by consistently proving value, expertise, and building a strong relationship with your audience. Okay. Before I get started, because I want to double check audio because I didn't have a chance to put my stuff on the charger. It's been ghetto. Anyways, so we're good. So let's talk about that. So I am showing a strong brand authority, right? I am showing credibility by showing up for you guys every single Wednesdays, doing Branding Wednesday or Winning Wednesdays and hosting these classes for you guys to get the information. And the information that I'm giving you was very valuable. So I'm creating credibility for myself. So when you're creating a brand, make sure you have brand authority. How can you provide value to your customers? How can people get information to where they want to spend? Okay, so we want to, they say gatekeep, right? And it's okay to gatekeep some information because sometimes uh, energy exchange. So it does involve currency. But also, in order for people to want to give their currency away, they need to see some type of value. And people are not going to spend on, you know, something that they don't feel like they can get a lasting result from. It's like you're shopping from let's say Shein or Temu, right? How you say that, Temu? I don't know. I don't shop there, but and that tells you why, because of the quality. Temu doesn't have a lasting. They have a big brand, but the quality isn't lasting for me, so they won't get my business, okay? Because I like quality, right? A lot of people like quality. So it's like me shopping at somebody just shopping at Shein and Temu versus someone shopping at what's a good example? Kohl's or JC Penney. Kohl's and JC Penney's is going to provide lasting products, a lasting clothing, right? Versus someone like Temu, you're only going to get one wear out of it. So people are going to invest in lasting value, pretty much, right? Okay, so you have to create loyalty for your customers. So how are you being loyal? Are you being loyal by supporting them when it comes to the things that they need? Are you just trying to sell them something? So you need to create credibility, but you also have to be loyal to your customers. You have to deliver the stuff that you say you're going to deliver, right? So if you are just doing it for the money and you're giving your customers crap, okay, you are not loyal to them because they expect you to deliver something that they're pouring into you, their currency. They work hard every single day to get the money. 1111, okay? See, all right, that's not never. But they are working hard to get the money by going to their 9 to 5 jobs, and they're trusting you to give them something. You have to be loyal to that customer. You have to deliver, and you have to be consistent in that loyalty. So for instance, if someone orders body butter from you and the body butter product is great the first time, and then they come back and shop with you the second time, and the product isn't the same from the first time, you're losing their loyalty. They're not going to be loyal to you anymore. So you have to create loyalty within your business so that people can trust you, okay? So building loyalty with your customers is very important. I'm going to slow down so you guys can catch up on notes, and we will continue, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to take a coconut water break, okay? I love Vita Coco. That's my stuff, okay? That is my stuff. All right, so moving forward, we're going to talk about influence. How can you be an influence to your customers? Okay. So I'm an influence to my customers because I've built trust with people. People like me because I'm a good influence to the community. I'm always talking about things that's positive. I'm always trying to give you tools and knowledge for you to grow. I'm always thinking outside the box. I'm always taking risks. I'm always traveling. I always say, boss life, don't let life boss you, whatever that looked like in your journey. So I am an influence to a lot of people because a lot of people want to have that mentality. A lot of people want to be able to break free from the 9 to 5 grind and be able to, get into entrepreneurship. And so they're going to follow someone like myself because I am an influence to them, because I am a walking testimony of somewhere of someone else's dream journey, right? And so I want to influence my customers to walk the same path that I've walked. It might look different. I don't believe that everyone should have walked the same exact path as me, right? Because that's not that's what makes you unique. But I also feel like I influence people to at least take the leap of faith. So you need to be an influence to your audience, especially with whatever you're providing. Okay. Hey, Instagram. All right. Okay. So that's that. Um, establishing your expertise. Okay. Excuse me. Every time I drink something, I'm over here burping. So establishing your expertise. So, for instance, content creation. Content creation needs to produce valuable, relevant, and high quality content consistently. So, we talked about this last week. I think we talked about this literally every week, and I keep beating it in you guys' head about content creation and making sure that when you create content, making sure that it's relevant to what you're selling. So, I had this issue, right, when I was doing content. And sorry, y'all, I keep stopping. I apologize because I keep remembering things that I need to do. I need to share this live because I promised some people on here that I will share the live. All right. So if you're someone that
I'm gonna double check audio because
if you're someone that is looking to get some intern hours, make sure you come holler at me. Because I am looking for someone that can be my assistant. I am telling you that now. I need an assistant so bad. So if you are somebody that um I don't there we go. That wants to be Tasha's assistant. I mean, and you are reliable and you are just looking to grow and you're not looking to get paid a whole bunch of money, come contact me, okay? Because I'm looking for someone to help me work behind the scenes, be just everything, especially with summertime coming up. And I'm about to start doing hosting these events and speaking events. So I'm gonna need a team around me. Okay. So if you believe in my vision and you're a student of mine and you say, hey Tasha, I just want to be, you know, I just want to be a mentee, just let me know. Okay. So let's go back to establishing expertise. So, like I said, we talk about valuable content. And I say this every single week about you producing valuable content that's relatable to your business. So for me, I have struggled with this, right? With creating content that's relevant to what I'm selling. It's very hard to be a business owner. It's very hard to be a business owner and still try to be a creator, still try to be your own accountant, all the roles that you play with your business, and make sure that you are reaching your target audience. Last week we talked about target audience. It's very hard, right? So whenever I put out content, I try to make sure that I'm keeping my customer and uh, my demographic pretty much in my mind when I'm creating content. So who am I speaking to? What am I speaking about? What type of value am I giving my customers? If I'm checking those three things off, I feel like it's very easy for me to really create quality and relevant content. Okay. So when you are doing content creation, make sure you have your customers in the back of your mind and think to yourself, what problem am I solving for my customers? And am I providing them solutions? Because you have to they have a problem, you need to provide the solution. I always think about that in the back of your mind is solutions to a problem. Okay. Cause and effect, solution, problem, solution. Keep that in the back of your mind when you are creating content. Okay. And also making sure that it's high quality and making sure that it's very consistent. Consistency is key. I'm not going to get into consistency. We talk about that every single week. You guys get the point when it comes to consistency. Nothing really moves forward. Nothing really, your business won't move forward if you're not consistent. Okay. People need to believe in you, right? You have to be that influence. So yes, it's establishing your expertise. Do you know what you're talking about? Are you skilled in your industry? So whatever you are doing, make sure that you are very skilled in what you're talking about, right? I feel like I'm very skilled in my industry. I've done this. My life experience alone makes me skilled, right? I don't need a PhD. I don't need a master's degree or whatever to show my credibility. I'm credible because I have been a business owner since I was 8 years old. I've made a lot of life mistakes, and I am here to give you guys the lessons that I've learned and some things that allow me to be where I am today by utilizing everything that I'm giving you. So if you guys uh, aren't taking the information, that's your loss. Okay. So, because anytime you go get a coach, they're going to tell you the exact same thing that I'm telling you. Okay. So, make sure that you are skilled in your industry. And if you're not, make sure you go and do your research. Be a student, because even though I call myself a coach or I'm a teacher, I still have to go back and get taught some things, right? Because I'm not always 100% correct with my knowledge. Now, am I giving you things correct right now? Absolutely. But I'm not always correct in what I'm trying to teach. So that's why it's very important for you guys to make sure that you are skilled in your industry. Go be a student. Like, the teacher always still needs to be a student no matter what. So that's that. And we're going to just talk about trust trust building strategies. Okay. So this is a huge one for me. Trust building strategies. Testimonials and reviews are very important. Highlight the power of social proof. Show your audience how to leverage testimonials, case studies. Okay. So even though I feel like my customers should do a freaking testimonial of my business, let me tell you something. I have produced some bomb entrepreneurs, right? Even the entrepreneurs that you guys see in the city that shaking and moving. Before Boss Life Global came about, and I was doing fairy godmother doula services, and I was working side by side with midwives, doing home deliveries and stuff like that. In the meantime, or on the side, I was actually helping people with their business. Now, I have asked my customers to give me a review, and some people have not. Some people want to take my information and say that they're the ones that have gotten to this level, and it's okay with me. Now, this is where, as a business owner, my discernment comes into play. Are you coming to me because you're trying to take the information, create a business, and not invest in me, or is you someone that's actually wanting to support me? And so that's why I start charging for my services. Like, even with family, I'm like, if you want to work with Tasha, book a coaching, like book my business coaching, book personal development. I don't do anything for free anymore because I need someone that's going to invest in me. So yes, testimonials are very important because that's how people are able to see if whatever you're selling actually works. They want to hear from real life customers. If they're not hearing it from real life customers, then they don't want to. They're adamant on if they're going to invest in your business or not. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Yes, in here teaching the class. But anyway, so people want to know if you are credible. So they want to hear from other people. Like, when I actually buy something online, I'm telling you, I'm a review girly. Like, I will review before I make a decision, before I spend my hard-earned money on anything. Like, I ordered something simple on Amazon, and I'm reading the reviews. I need to know how it looks, what people feel, about the product. Even with clothing, like, how do it fit? I need to see pictures. So reviews is very important for people to actually spend. If people see that you got a 4.5 rating out of a 5-star, you're going to get people that wants to buy it, no hesitation, because they see that rating. They don't even have to read the reviews. But in order for you to get there, you have to start building up customer testimonials in order for you to really get to that level. Okay. So yes, gather your case studies. It is very important when it comes to growing your business. So we're going to move on from there, and we're going to talk about transparency. Y'all know this is my favorite thing to talk about, right? Because I have been very transparent when it comes to my business, my personal life. So I love talking about this topic, but discuss the roles of honesty and building trust, including openly sharing your brand values, successes, and even mistakes. Okay. So I talk about why I'm here today and why I am passionate about teaching you guys about all this stuff. Transparency is very important because people need to know that you're not perfect. I don't want to invest in someone that feel like they know it all. I don't want to invest in people that feel like that act like they're perfect. Okay. Because behind closed doors, they shit stink too. Okay. So I love somebody that's real and authentic. Okay. So that's what makes me really build. That's what makes me trust someone because they're not coming from a very mediocre, very like cupcake, experience. Or they try to put this like, wall up and say like everything's so perfect. I don't want that. Right. So I always talk about how I failed in business. I failed I wouldn't say failed. That's a wrong term to use. I've made mistakes when it came to business. Like my first business, Fairy Godmother Doula Services. I made mistakes in that business, not using discernment, allowing people to sit at the same table as me, allowing too many people in a pot, not really doing my research on my customers, not doing my research on the people that I was actually working for that was in the medical industry. Not understanding the level, not understanding that there is actual competition, that everybody don't strive off of community. Some people strive off of money. So I've learned so many different things when it came to business. My first business, when it came to my trucking business, when I was 21 years old, I learned that you can't take your trucking business experience and bring it to your next business endeavors because they are two different markets, two different things. So I have been very transparent when it came to my mistakes in business. And that's why I feel like I am credible enough to talk to you guys about my experiences because I lived through that. So try to be transparent as much as possible because people want to get to know you as a person. And to be honest with you, people are investing in you. People are not investing in quote unquote your business. People are invested in who you are as a person. So being transparent is always number one to me in my book. Being authentic. Yeah, so you guys get the point, okay? So we're going to move on to certifications and accolades. So I'm one of them type people that don't like when people. Okay, so let me rewind it. Certifications and accolades is very important when it comes to showing your credibility as a business owner. So, for instance, I've been to business school. I graduated from Waters of Cincinnati. So I've learned this inside and out. They literally beat it in your head. So I've learned everything I'm teaching you. I've been through school for this. Okay. So credibility is I've been to business school. I have that experience. That is my certification. Okay. But here's the thing: just because you don't have any certifications and accolades, don't make you no less than someone that actually does. Okay. Because I say experiences is the best teacher. So yes, certifications is important so that people can trust you, but also being transparent and being open and being inviting, people can actually see that you know what you're talking about and they can start building trust with you, and then they become a loyal customer. So don't be afraid to start a business if you don't have a degree, or if you don't have the accolades. It's okay, right? Because people are going to invest in, again, you and what you're selling, especially if you're giving them value. So let's get to engaging with your audience. I'm engaging with you guys. Hey, hey, hey. I'm engaging with you guys. Me doing these lives and showing up every single week is engaging with you. I am building trust. You guys get to know who I am as a person. You guys get to know what Boss Life Global stands for. Um, so me engaging with my audience is very important. So being active on social media is very important. So if I could do lives every single day, I would. But secretly, as kept, I am an introvert. I love to be at my in my home by myself. Now, when it comes to my business and me like teaching people and creating a community, I'm very passionate about what I do, and so I love to be around people if I'm able to teach, if I'm able to help someone out, because my calling is to be a service to people, right? That's my God-given gift, right? But to be honest with you, I would love to be on here every single day, just talking to you guys, building, relationships with you guys. But I haven't. And that's because, again, I'm human. I let myself and my doubt get in the way of me really showing up every single day for you guys. I am here every Wednesdays, and that's still a step. And I'm not really like trying to beat myself up. But I also feel like showing up at least 3 times out of the week on live is important because your community actually wants to talk to you. They want to engage with you. So that they can feel like they are part of your community. So I'm working on it, y'all. I am not perfect. I am working on it, but it's very important for you to be active on social media. Um, Social media is a huge part of your business. This is like a free marketing tool, a free it's free. This is how you market your business. So if you're trying to really get ahead, you need to market yourself. So, um, so we talk about doing live webinars. So I can say this is a live webinar. I say class, but I am giving you a live free webinar to give you guys the information. So, being active and giving some type of value to your customers is important. We keep talking about value, 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 but people want value. Value, value, value is important to your business. How can you give people value? How can you solve people's problems? Okay. So, um, so yes, this is a live webinar that I'm consistently going to do every single Wednesday to the end of this year. Until I can, if I can go 2 years, 3 years to do this, I enjoy doing this, right? So yes, and then getting your community, when you build that trust and you build your community, start doing making your community involved in the things that you have going on. So like I have an entrepreneurial support group that I don't really have nobody in there, but I would love for people that's aspiring entrepreneurs or already entrepreneurs that can get into this entrepreneurial support group where you guys can be in there helping each other grow. I don't need to always be in there because again, I'm creating community. You guys can be in there promoting y'all business, helping each other out, helping each other grow. If someone's struggling in this, somebody help and give the information. I have this group for you guys to support one another because when you get into business, it's very hard to find community. When you get into business, it's very hard for you to get people to support what you believe in because again, this is your dream. This is not their dream. So it's very difficult for people to support you. So I created this group for that reason. So take advantage of it. I charge $12 a month for it. $12 a month is a small investment, okay? A small investment just for you guys to be in there supporting each other and promoting each other's business. That's chump change. You spend that on Chipotle every week or on fast food every week. So anyways, so I say be a thought leader, okay? Give original insight, offer value, offering a unique perspective or innovative solutions in your field. People trust brands that leads conversations rather than follows. Okay, self-explanatory. Be a leader. Start getting people to think. You know, offer unique perspectives. Unique perspectives, if you know, everyone has their different perspective, right? But be unique. How can you be unique? How can you think outside of the box to get people to really think, you know? So, and be very innovative. Being innovative is being a game, changing the game, you know, inventing uh, different solutions for people. Okay. So I'm in the business industry. Everyone is in the business industry. But what makes me different is I have created a platform for people that's transitioning out of their 9 to 5 job. That is different. You don't really see a lot of business coaches focusing on that small area, that small niche. So I feel like I'm innovative because I need to start showing these business coaches that people that's getting into entrepreneurship needs to be properly coached before they get into business. And that's why a lot of these businesses, our small businesses, are failing because they are not teaching them the proper way to transition out of the 9 to 5 job. Okay. Everybody make business look good. Business, I mean, you're going to fail in business. Like if you feel like you don't want to fail, then don't get into business because you're going to fail miserably. But it's okay because that setback is a greater comeback. Real quick, it was a TikToker. She was famous on TikTok, and I know you guys know who she is. She quit her 9 to 5 job and she started selling lash glue. And she was going in Target and she was putting lace fronts on people in Target, right? She went viral, huge thing, okay? But her goal was to get sponsored by Target, but Target never picked her up. She started to really doubt herself and um, really got into like depression, right? Her audience, her communities. Well, I wouldn't even say community because I feel like there was still a lot of mistakes that she made as a business owner, which was okay. But if she had somebody beside her properly coaching her on how to properly set up her business and how to properly brand herself and not really to be dependent on TikTok or be dependent on Target brand in itself. And I can't tell her whole story because I don't know her whole story. I'm only using what I know. But if someone would have taught her how to properly set up her business to where she can have a sustainable business, I don't feel like she would be in a predicament she is right now. She's homeless with her children right now. She was very transparent about how she failed in business. And I feel like there need to be a lot more conversations around what business actually look like. Because when people fail miserably, they literally just give up and say, you know what, I'm not worthy of doing business. I don't want to get back into business because business isn't for me. It is for you. You just don't have the proper information. You don't have a coach. And you just really don't have your business properly set up. And so I say that I started to focus on the personal development aspect of business. How can I personally develop you? How can I get you ready to get into business mentally, spiritually, financially? And then when I get you into business, how can I actually hold your hands until I can't hold your hands no more? I'm not going to hold your hands and do the work. But what I'm trying to say is I'm going to be there every step of the way until I feel as if you can jump off the front porch. Okay. So I'm being very innovative. I'm creating a different lane when it comes to business coaching. A lot of people don't do business coaching for beginners. So you need to be innovative. Think of something that's totally different. Think of things outside of the box, okay? And you can be big in your industry but smile in your but stand out in your industry at the same time, okay? So we're going to move forward to public speaking and events. Mastering public speaking. I'm trying to master public speaking by speaking to you guys. I started off with the Living Room Conversation podcast, and that was kind of my first actual public speaking thing. So me doing a podcast allowed me to watch myself back and see that, dang, Tasha, I used to talk fast. I used to like get tongue tied, and I still do, right? That's just who I am. That's part of who I am. I'm not going to always have these big vocabulary words. I'm not going to always pronounce things the way it needs to be pronounced. Got a little Southern in me. And, that's not where I come from. You know, I'm self-taught. So I had to teach myself a lot of this stuff. You know, I didn't really have a big influence around me that where I can learn from when it comes to this world that I'm living in. So going through the Living Room Conversation podcast, it really taught me the importance of showing up correct and mastering public speaking. Um, and although I'm not doing the Living Room Conversation no more, here I am today on Wednesday showing up for you guys, giving you guys, talking to you guys. But it takes a lot of guts and courage to get up here, even though it's two devices in front of me, but I'm in front of millions of people, a big audience. Okay. So for instance, if I blow up tomorrow, people around the world can see this live and see me talking. But it takes a lot of guts to get up here and actually teach something and know what you're talking about and trying to deliver it to where people can understand you. So master public speaking. If you have to set up your cell phone and get in front of your cell phone and talk to the people or talk to yourself and watch yourself back and see how can you improve? How can you fix certain things that you may not like? Okay. So I say journal, do a 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month journal of you speaking, and then watch back and see how you improved over time. And when you feel like you are satisfied with your presence, then get on camera or start doing public speaking. Okay. But it is a build up to it. It took me time to get here. Now, I have always been a person that has been a talkative person. I was getting in trouble in school being very talkative. But, it's a difference between being talkative, being very outgoing. It's a big difference in that than actually talking to the people. I can't. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just different when you get on a platform and talk to the people versus you talking to somebody like your homegirls or some people that have known you for years. Like, you guys don't know me. You guys are getting to know me. So it's very intimidating. So take the opportunity to participate in or host speaking events, engagements, webinars, and industry events. So this year, I am doing my first big public speaking. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm nervous because I've never have done a huge event to where I'm actually speaking about my industry. And it's nerve-wracking, right? You don't want to say the wrong thing. You feel like you always got that one person in the room that know it all and feel like, they want to. I'm just nervous. And that's probably me in my head, like, overthinking, because I am an overthinker sometimes, but I'm just like, oh man, I have to be up here talking to the people. And I know how to talk, I know how to talk to the people, and I'm a natural, but it's like, it's just different when you actually like up there, it just, everybody's staring at you. So, but you have to get out of your fear. Like, you see how I'm talking to you guys, like, oh, I'm so nervous about getting in front of people and talking to people about what, my industry. But it's like, you got to conquer that fear. Like, you just got to do it. Like, don't even think about it. Like, I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, girl, you got to do it anyways. So why not do it? But that's why preparation is very important. You have to prepare. Like, every single week I get on here, and these are my notes. These are my notes. I write these down every single week. And I'm preparing for these lives on what I really want to talk about and what is very important. And so preparation is very important when it comes to public speaking. I will be in my living room and I will be talking to myself. I'll be like, all right, so act like you're on the stage. And I don't know if y'all delusional like I am, but I am. Like, I literally act like I got a whole audience in front of me. And I'm like practicing my elevator pitch. And I'm like, hello, my name is Latasha Shelton. I am the founder and CEO. And I actually practice in heels and how I'm going to have my hands, how I'm going to talk, how it's going to flow. And that's how I really prepare myself to be on these lives or be to talk to people when it comes to like small gatherings, right? I've done public speaking when it comes to small gatherings, but I'm like, I'm on a big stage this October. So I'm like, all right, I was hired to talk to over 300-400 people. So Tasha, how are you going to deliver? And even though it's in October, practice. Practice make perfect, right? Talk, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're selling. It's just you have to believe in yourself. But I feel like if you start creating a script for yourself and not be too scripted, be natural. But if you got to go back to your script because you lost your train of thoughts, you can remember, oh, yeah, I practice this, I practice that. So prepare. Oprah has, every time you see Oprah and she's doing public speaking, she's prepared. It probably took 2 months to prepare. If you see someone, an actress or an actor that have been acting for a 5-minute scene, they've been preparing for 2 years to do this magnificent scene that you guys think, oh my gosh, she's a brilliant actor. Oh my gosh, she's such a natural. No, she trained for 5 years to even get this 5 minutes of fame. Okay. So preparation, they said what they say, proper preparation creates. All right, y'all know the saying is I'm gonna get that saying, but y'all get the point. Okay. Um, I struggle in this part. Collaboration and partnerships. Okay. Having a strategic partnership, collaborating with others, reputable brands or influences can boost your authority by association. Okay. I struggle with this, y'all. Why I struggle with collaboration, I feel as if when I try to collaborate with other business owners that's in my field, most people look at me as competition. And you're going to get a lot of people that look at you as competition and don't want to collab with you because they feel as if, I don't know, but a lot of people don't want to collab, unfortunately. So I struggle with trying to reach out to other people. I'm like, come on, y'all, let's like they say if you want to go by yourself, if you want to go far, go with someone. If you want to if you want to go slow, go by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad at these quotes, y'all. I'm bad at these quotes, I'm gonna admit it. But if you want to go far, go with a community. If you want to go by yourself, if you want to go slow, go by yourself. I'm like, let's collab, y'all. Like, let's make a movement. Like, we all know what we're talking about. We all are skilled in our industry. We all are going to stand out. Let's collab so that we can build both of our businesses up, Um, child, listen, people don't want to do that. But collaboration is very important. I feel like this year I'm going to try to collab with like-minded people, even if you're not in my industry, right? I'm trying to collab with like-minded people. So if you're on my live and you want to collab, hey, I got some ideas. I got some stuff that I want to do this year in town and out of town. So if you are someone that say, I got that grind. I want to work with women and men that is on the grind, that have that grind mentality like myself. People that want to grow, people that want to go far, people that's trying to build an empire, people that's want to create generational wealth. I only want to work with those people. I don't want to work with nobody that's just clout chasing, that's doing things strictly for money. You are not my crowd, okay? I want people that understand the concept of longevity. Okay. I play the long game. I don't play a short game. That's not who I am as a person or a business owner. So I'm trying to leave something for my children. So I'm putting it out there. Let's collab. Let's talk about partnerships. So when you're doing a partnership with somebody, you have to be very strategic and you also have to use discernment. Don't get into partnership with people that you don't trust. Make sure that you are vetting these people before you get into partnership. Time and time again, I see business owners, and so there's a difference between there's a difference between a collaboration and an actual partnership. So I want you guys to understand the difference between the collaboration. You guys merging business together. You guys are still individual. You guys are able to still, collaborate on a project, collaborate on an event, and then you go off to your go back off to, you doing what you're doing, right? Partnership evolves contracts. Even though collaboration can too, partnership evolves contracts it evolve. It's just complicated. So when you are trying to be a partner with somebody and create a partnership, make sure you are going to partnership with the right person. Make sure you are signing a contract with the right person. I've seen so many people get partners and that partner is not on the same page as them and they end up in court. So don't just partner with anybody. That's very important because you can file bankruptcy on your business because now you've gotten a bad partner and they done, did some crazy stuff. And now here you are in court spending all this money and now your business is in bankrupt or is filing bankruptcy. So partnership is very important. We are coming up on 45 minutes and I still have a whole bunch of stuff to teach. So I'm probably not going to get through all this. I'm going to try to pick out the most important things that I want to talk about. Yeah. 2 things. You know what? I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to talk about pivoting. First, we're going to talk about leveraging your analytics, and then we're going to segue into pivoting. Okay. So leveraging your analytics and measuring your success is very important. Okay. Because you need to know where you stand and what's working for you and what's not working for you. So leveraging your analytics is very important to when it comes to business. Okay. So understanding your engagement rate, understanding your brand mentions, right? Your understanding your customers. You need to get these analytics so that you can know how to scratch what's not working for you and add what needs to add more in. So if you are someone that is creating content and a style of content isn't working, you may need to switch it up a little bit. And let me tell you something. This is a sad way into pivoting. Sorry, that call knocked me off. This is a segue into pivoting. It is okay to pivot. It is okay to pivot your business. It is okay to pivot as a content creator. So a lot of people get stuck because they don't understand that pivoting is it's okay. You need to pivot if it's not working for you. People are afraid to, when people pivot, they feel like they're going to be judged by their customers, by their community. Again, your community and your customers are investing in you. They believe in you. That's why it's very important to create loyalty throughout your community. Because when you create loyalty with your community, you can pivot 15 different times and people are still rocking with you. Why? Because they know regardless of where you pivot to, you're still going to create value no matter what. That's why I say give them value, give them trust, be consistent. Because if you want to take them same customers that you have here and convert them over here, you need to build that loyalty, that trust. Okay. Now, when it comes to your content, I notice, like, for instance, on my TikTok honors me when I am sitting in my window or sitting in my car and I'm actually talking to the people, being authentic, telling people how I feel off the top of my dome, okay? Having conversations with people, being very conversational. TikTok and my customers love that because they love when Tasha is being very transparent and authentic because they love me, right? They love my personality. They love to see me show up. So TikTok knows that. I know that. Why? Right? Because I've looked at my analytics to see what they enjoyed the most. So when I am doing more of my day in a life videos or more of my come along with me, they don't do it well. Why? It's because, yeah, it's cool and all. Again, they don't like when Tasha becomes scripted. A lot of people don't, my customers don't like scripted Tasha. They don't like scripted Tasha. I guess it doesn't fit me. It fits me, but my customers say, you know what? We don't care about all that, girl. We don't want you to be a content creator. We want you to be a coach. We want you to be a teacher. So if you go to my TikTok, if you're not on my TikTok is life on boss mode. Okay. Life on Boss Mode on TikTok. Now, if you go onto my TikTok, and I had to do a new TikTok, and we talked about that last week about why it's important to start a new page if your page isn't doing well. So if you want to go back to that video, please go in to my business page, Boss Life Global on Facebook, Boss Life Global on Facebook if you're on Instagram. And if you are on, if you're not on my YouTube channel, subscribe. On my Facebook is at the bottom. Boss Life Global is my YouTube channel. On Instagram, Boss Life Global. On my YouTube channel, I do my replays. Go back on my replays, and I talk about that last week about why it's important for you to start a new page if you need to. Okay, so I'm not going to explain it on this live, but I feel like it's very important for you to be able to. It's very important for you to look at your engagements and see what your customers like, what type of content they enjoy, okay, the most. I feel like once you see that, TikTok is going to start pushing you out because you've learned what your customers like. Try to go with the most engagement. So if you have to pivot. If you have to change up. I've pivoted so many different times when it comes to Boss Life Global. For the ones that's been rocking with me from the beginning, Boss Life Global was focused on women's personal development, developing women to boss their life, whatever they look like. So it was be obedient, serving self is what boss meant to me, right? And I wanted women to start taking control of their life and following their path and putting people on their path and mission. And although I'm still doing that, I just put a different approach. I niched down, and now my business pivoted to something else because I found I did my analytics, and I seen what was more needed in my industry. And I noticed that people needed coaches that was going to help them transition from their 9-to-5 job and get into entrepreneurship. And I knew that was needed. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to pivot my business because someone that's experienced that, I've experienced that myself. And I know how hard it is to get into entrepreneurship and actually stick to it. So I'm like, all right, audience, we're over here. Now, if you rocking with me, you rocking with me. I know where your loyalty stands. And if you don't, you weren't supposed to be on my team anyways. Okay. So pivot. Your community will follow. Your community will follow. Trust me, I know. So we're going to leave it here. Thank you guys for coming to my weekly Wednesday live, Winning Wednesdays. This is the last week of branding class. We talk so much about branding. Let me tell you something. If you guys haven't, listen, 4 weeks of branding and breaking it down, if you haven't learned anything, you've learned how to market yourself. You've learned how to show up no matter what. So I'm super, super excited to be done with branding because I've been beating it in y'all head for the last month and I'm over it. I'm ready to get into next month's class. Next month, I believe, I don't know the topic for next month. If you guys just follow me on my social media, please follow Boss Life Global business page. Follow my Instagram. I will have next month's topic. We're going to get more detailed next month. I really want to get up and see what we're talking about next month. I'm sorry. Let me see. Yeah, this is how organized your girl is. This is how organized I am, y'all. I have a calendar for my business for every single live that I'm going to talk about. So when you're doing business, make sure you know. So look, y'all, I'm done with February. So I had the honor to take this off. We done. So we moving on into March. We done with branding classes. So we in March now. All right. So March topic is why systems are key to success. Why systems are key to success. Now, this is going to go more into the actual business setup. So you guys want to tune in. Now, if you already feel like your business is already set up, you might need to watch this because you might have a hole in your business that you probably don't even realize. Okay. So make sure you still tune in. So week 1, we're going to talk about the foundations to success, why systems matter in entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about time management for entrepreneurs. We're going to talk about building a client experience system. So we're going to talk about websites, funnels. We're going to talk about funnels. What is a funnel? How to create a funnel. Okay. And then we're going to talk about automating your business for growth. This is for the whole month of March, and you don't want to miss this one because, again, we talk about how business owners, when they transition from the 9-to-5 jobs, they don't have their systems properly set up at all. And a lot of people don't teach people how to properly set up for them systems. So let me tell you something. I'm going on a cruise next week, right? It's my birthday month in March. March 10th is my birthday. Okay. Send a coffee, presents, whatever y'all want to send me my way. I take Cash App. But anyways, so I say I am going to be on a beach sipping my pina colada. Guess what? I'm going to be over there chilling, making money while I'm on vacation because I have my systems properly set up. I get passive income. One little email, click, and I'm enjoying myself and I'm making money. Okay. I am making money because my systems are automated. I don't have to respond back from emails. I don't have to respond back because I have AI doing that for me. Okay. I have a virtual assistant that's doing that for me. All I do is click a button, put my AI tools to work, make money, and then I take that same money and I go to the bar and I go buy me a pina colada and then I enjoy my beautiful scene. So this is no bragging. This is just telling me that if you want to live that type of lifestyle and be able to be on the beach and make money, make sure you guys tune in next in March for those classes because I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay. So anyways, I am getting off here. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you go on Amazon and order my book. This is my author copy. This is my book, The Boss Blueprint. This book is allows you to put everything down that I've taught throughout this live, right? I have created this book with you guys in mind. Okay. So we have templates in place. Look, we even got an avatar in here. Okay. Who is your customer? We talk about everything in this book. Okay. We talk about everything in this book. We talk about the power of the mind, changing your mindset. Okay. So I'm not going to go too much into details with this book. If you guys are ready to get started, if you guys want to change your life and get on the right track and the right path, order this book off of Amazon for $22. Small investment. It don't cost that much. Okay. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next live, which is Wednesday. Okay. I think Wednesday, March 5th. I will be on live Wednesday, March 5th. So make sure you guys tune in at 11 a.m. Hey, brother. Hey. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.